My favorite project is probably my solar portraits project. I started when I lived in Myanmar, which used to be called Burma. I photograph people who don't have access to electricity. We live in a world where 770 million people still don't have access to electricity. 770 million. So I take photos of people who didn't have electricity but do now because they have solar lights. They leave the solar panel in the sun all day, and at night, they can use it instead of candles or torches. Torch batteries are expensive, and candles are expensive and dangerous, especially for people living in wooden homes. The project started in Myanmar, but then I went to India, Uganda, Mexico, Colombia, and the US. These solar lights are making a big difference to people's lives. I love telling stories in my photographs. I want to show people that life is very difficult without electricity, but I want to do it in a positive way.
I'm an environmental microbiologist at the Natural History Museum in London. I'm interested in microbiomes and the environment, especially very cold places. Let me explain what a microbiome is. So, microbiology is the study of really tiny living things. Things you can only see with a microscope. And the microbiome is all the tiny living things that live in one place. One very interesting project was to study the microbiology of glaciers in South Georgia, an island in the South Atlantic. People think that glaciers are just ice and that there is nothing living there, but they are not just frozen water. They're really interesting, and there's lots of life in a tiny piece of glacier. I love being able to tell the world how much life there is in a glacier and what an important environment they are. The world is getting warmer and glaciers are getting smaller. It is a big problem.